Good morning, good evening. Call me, guys. Continuation of Zoe's son video, guys. You know the video was very long and my phone was overheating. Let's do the continuation of the video. Guys, one person called me today and said that Justin can never have problem with Zoe, no matter how people will try. That Justin is Zoe's sister. Two of them are friends. They are the same blood. So nothing will ever happen. That we should rest. So I would like you guys to listen to Zoe's son, Robert. His name is Robert. This video was done on Queen Kim page. The video is so painful to watch anyway, but what are we gonna do? I hope the court will help these children and the justice will help them and give them the justice that they deserve. Because according to what Zoe's son says, even what his own mother was doing to him, I now begin to feel for these children. These children was Justin's children. I don't know how on earth Justin we allowed somebody like that woman Zozo to come into his apartment to join him to take care of his children. I don't know what he was thinking. LA is very big. You could not find anybody in LA that could help you to babysit. You went far to go and meet somebody that have been trolling your wife on Facebook, bring the person to your house, then you have mind to free the person. You even went to go and drink, according to what Lolo said. You went to drunk. That was it. Now people are blaming me. Self-love. Why are you doing this? What have I done? Please thumbs up the video, guys. Self-love, why are you doing this to Justin? What did I do to Justin? What did I do to him? Nothing. I've done nothing wrong to him. He was the one that stabbed himself in the feet by himself. You get what I mean? Here's the video. Okay.
For people to hop back in here.
Fire company had 3 different pieces of property.
Listen, guys.
They had a draft site down by the creek. She wasn't allowed on that piece of property. They had the piece of property the firehouse was currently sitting on, and to this day still does. And then they had a diner up the road that they rented out and had a lot of truck park.
Would you go to her funeral?
No.
Wow. Well, I know how you feel because I kind of told you, a little bit of my background. I feel you, I feel you there. That's really, when somebody does you that dirty your whole entire life, it's hard to find any kind of empathy for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At all. Yep. So why would you go to her funeral? I get it. So I don't judge you for that at all. And I don't think anybody else would judge you for that,
Okay.
I mean, she tried to unalive you. She wanted to unalive you,
Right. I've gotten too many phone calls from state cops saying that she was in the back of their patrol car.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, it's...
You hear that?
What it is.
Right.
He was trying to unalive his own son. That is what they say that it's Justin friends. One useless rascals came to my page today. Even Oluchi is trying to throw them away. Oluchi is saying that she's neutral now. Oluchi is just declare herself neutral now. I watched a video not quite long ago. There is one that they call critical thinker. That one really bullied me. I block all of them. I block all of them. When that one was bullying me at that bell, I have to block all of them. Now the critical thinker is trying to fight with Oluchi. And Oluchi is really giving it to them water. Me, I did not open door for them. I locked them inside prison. As they are still talking and they are inside my prison. Listen to his song, guys.
I don't lose sleep over it. I won't lose sleep over it. It is what it is.
Right.
And somebody needs to do something. There needs to be a judge out there that finally has had enough and takes control of this situation.
Well, I have a question for you, Robert. Would you, if Cora Obede's lawyer reached out to you for a statement for the court so that they knew what type of person she is, would you do it?
So if the lawyer reached out to me and said that, they needed my statement for court, like I've said before, I'm not the type of person, I will not lie for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So if they needed some kind of statement, they called me and said, hey, we need your statement. Okay, you need it. It is what it is.
Hey, Unayera. Bravo, Cora Obidi. You are going somewhere. Thank you, Mama King Kim. Mama King Kim, you are blessed. You are blessed, my darling sister. Oh, his son said he's going to write statement for Cora. You see me now. Oh, do my do bodio. I sorry. I thank God. Say, don't quit me run for this camp. How me for to defend this one? How me for to defend this one? Thank God, say I don't already run from their camp. Please thumbs up this video, guys. I would have still be trying to defend this one. Then I will come and be saying, Kim, hey! This obvious truth now. Yeah, it again.
So if the lawyer reached out to me and said that, they needed my statement for court, like I've said before, I'm not the type of person, I will not lie for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So if they needed some kind of statement, they called me and said, hey, we need your statement. Okay, you need it. It is what it is. I'll tell you the truth. I'll take a lie detector test. That don't bother me one bit because I know for a proven fact.
Thank you, Robert. You are not bad like your mother. This is Zoe's son talking, oh. If Zoe said it's not his son, let him go and sue Kimi. She cannot sue Kimi because she know that woman knows a lot of things more than her.
I would pass it.
Right. Oh, I believe you completely. I mean, because Carrie told me a lot of stories over the last year. Your ex, well, she wasn't your wife, but your baby mama told me things. And now I'm hearing them straight from your mouth and even more, which doesn't shock me because some of the stuff they've told me, I'm like, what in that? Who is this person? I mean, this is crazy.
It's crazy, really.
This is crazy. Like, you should write a book. You'd make some money off that.
It's like a Dr. Phil or a Jerry Springer episode.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jerry Springer for sure. Or you know who would be a good one is Steve Wilkes. He would be the perfect one because she'd get up there and she'd be like, that never happened. He's a liar. And he'd say, get the hell off my stage.
Wow.
Wow. Unreal.
I've often said if you could make a TV series, I'd be one loaded person because there's just it's never ending.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just amazing that she can get on, like, one of the ladies that used to deal with her, okay, she would get on and she'd say, I'm not Jessica Lickney. And she goes, I wish I was her. I wish I had that sense of humor. But yet, these people were her friends, and they said she would get on there with a straight face and say that when we knew she was running that page. And it used to piss them off,
Right.
it's like, how are the people that are still following her not seeing through? She's been called out on so many lies. You know what I mean? But she always has a story to try to cover them. Like, and anytime somebody calls them out, she just twists it. She is so good at it. You know what I mean?
Very twister.
Oh yeah.
But it's like the Texas that you.
Like what she was telling me. I'll call you FBI. FBI will investigate you. I say, look at this one.
Sent me, okay? What cracked me up about those text messages is that when she gets frustrated, she tries to type without messing her words up. Like the texts he sent me, guys, she first pretends she's Bill, then she pretends she's the neighbor texting him, then she pretends it's her, then she goes back, it's Bill, and then it goes back, it's the neighbor, right? But you can tell it's Crystal the whole time, because we all know when she gets mad, she'll say, I said.
That was what she did to me. She went to go and write message with fake account to her inbox. She went to come and show it on her live video, saying that somebody gave me $50 for me to apologize to her. She was the fake account who went to go and construct a message. Krista, I'm talking about here. She constructed a message from one phone and send it from one fake account to her inbox, Zoey Shenanigan. She went to screenshot it on her inbox and put it on her wall. That somebody reached out to her. That the person said he paid me $50. I said, Jesus, this woman can lie for Africa. This woman can lie. Who? Who is that person? Where did the person put the money? Where? Let the person bring receipts. This woman run away. She run away. I did not see her brake light again. Then the other woman that called herself Yakosua, I don't know what you call herself, one Cameroon woman. She said she believed Krista. That is how I quickly blocked that one. I said, these people now, Betty. All these people now, Betty. I blocked them. I blocked all of them. Till today, I know they see that one video. That one was also coming to my page. He wanted to come and look for fans, that yeye woman. One yeye Cameroon woman like that. That is how I blocked that one. For telling people that she believes Zoey. I blocked the woman. She's a manipulator, and Zoey. She have many fake accounts. Many fake accounts. Mama Marian too. Mama Marian have many fake accounts too. Because that one, you can never see that one comment on your page. You see her page have 0 followers. Then how did they see our video? What does it take for you to use your page to follow other content creators too? I use my page to follow content creators that are very close to me too. There is nothing bad for you to use your page to follow another content creator. Many people like to leave their page that they are following 0 person. What does that? It doesn't add up sometimes. Depends on the way you think, but I don't think like that.
Period. On the couch, period. Period. And she starts mistyping the words. And that's what she did, because you crack me up. The comebacks that you gave her were getting her so frustrated that she was losing it. And then she started putting the periods and misspelling, even though she was pretending to be them. It was so clear it was her. You know? Like, I know Bill would never tell you you're a piece of shit and blah, 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 when he...
Well, one part of that conversation, whenever I said about, Bill called me the other day, I was a liar.
Wow.
Even though he called you.
Yeah, he did call me.
Yeah, because you...
He accused me of lying.
You said
so I took a screenshot of the call, the incoming call from Bill.
Yeah. I think you sent that in the texts.
Yeah, that lasted 31 seconds.
Thank you for joining, guys. I didn't even bother to share myself. I didn't even bother. Thank you all for being here. We are listening to Zoey's song, guys. Zoey's son is the woman they call Zoey that went to Justin's house that Justin said he came to come and babysit. This is the son speaking.
And sent it to her. And then the tone totally changed. Well, yeah, you said that you were busy and you guys weren't on the phone that long. I said, yeah. He did say that. I said, and I offered to call him back, but he said, no, don't, because Crystal wouldn't like that.
So, I told you there was a lady that used to be in her group that called him at his work, and he told her a lot of stuff too. I'm not even going to repeat that because I wasn't part of the conversation. She did come live and tell her side of the story. And the next day she called his work and they said he quit. How many jobs do you know of that she's made him quit?
At least 2 to 3.
Wow.
Why does she make him quit? Because she's getting caught and stuff, or?
Either that or she'll call and raise all kinds of problems, like cause all kinds of problems at, the person's place of employment.
What was it? Carrie said...
Back history here that it's a kind of a off on a tangent. It all does come back around to the point of this that I'm trying to make here. So when I was 14, I joined the local fire company. And that was my safe place to get away from my mother. I would go to the firehouse and get away from her, and I learned a lot. So I would go to the firehouse when she was causing problems. And it got to the point where she would try and either call or come to the firehouse and raise all kinds of problems until the local fire company banned her from all of their property. The fire company had 3 different pieces of property. They had a draft stand down by the creek. She wasn't allowed on that piece of property. They had the piece of property the firehouse was currently sitting on, and to this day still does. And then they had a diner up the road that they rented out that had a lot of truck parking and stuff. That was all 3 pieces of the fire company property. She wasn't allowed on any of the 3 because she would just come in there and cause all kinds of problems at the actual firehouse when I was there. And they banned her from the property.
Wow.
Wow.
me and she just say wow at the same time. The thing is really wow, mama. Me, I just say wow. She also say wow. Thank you all for joining. Please thumbs up the video. Thumbs up for me, guys.
I think that she hates Cora so bad.
I don't really know.
Do you think she's prejudiced? Just because Gabe is a biracial child, she calls him a thug and a turd and everything else. Do you think she's biracial? Because the texts you were sending her were cracking me up. But
so there's been times already where she's called him her little N-word.
She called her godson that?
Yeah.
Wow.
She called him the N-word.
Yeah. Yeah, her little N-word.
Wow. That's sad. That's sad.
And I can tell you right now, I have all kinds of friends. I have friends that are white. I have friends that are black. And that's not something that you just go around calling people on a regular basis. But
no, and I'll tell you something, because I've dated black men. I'll tell you one thing. Okay, when I was pregnant with one of my children, who is biracial, even though she claims I don't have a biracial child, we were joking around playing a game, and he called me that, and I called him back, and he looked at me like, "You're white, you don't say that, right?" and I had to say to him, "Wait a minute, I have your baby growing in me, so I'm biracial right now." and that's what got me out of it. But I never said that word again. It was in a joking manner. We were really going hard playing a Monopoly game, you know what I mean? But just growing up, like my best friend, was his name was Tony. He was my best friend, and I just never been. I don't look at people for their skin color. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
right.
It really, you can pretty much figure out when somebody is racist. They can say all they want, they're not racist. Okay? But you can tell when they are. And it just comes off, to me, in my own opinion, that she's racist.
Right.
Because you wouldn't call a child that. You just wouldn't. You wouldn't call.
That is the same thing they are trying to do to Cora. Everybody know that Cora is not racist. Cora loved the white people. She loved the white people. But when Justin fans are talking, they will be trying to say that she's a racist. That is a pure lie. Cora even feel free more when she's with Oyibo people. She even feel more relaxed.
That you wouldn't call him a thug. You wouldn't call him, a turd. You just don't do that to children.
Right.
So crazy. Yeah, she's supposed to get him for the summer, and that worries me. Well, we don't know. She might be locked up by then.
Right.
Anything else you can think of? Anything you want to get off your chest? I'm sure she's in here listening under one of her fake profiles.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
She's
probably.
there.
But she hasn't texted you yet, so she wants to hear it all so that she can blow up your phone as soon as we get off of here.
Yeah.
To be honest, I haven't even checked my phone.
Oh, okay.
The song is not
I
staying.
do have a text message from Bill.
Oh, what does it say?
It's Bill, I will not call you again. You're playing games. You lied last night. Your mom is not perfect, but no one is.
He's
She
telling the
is going to
song.
call the cops with
The same thing he tell everybody. You are playing games, hon. You playing games. I don't call you again. No, the same thing he's doing to his son. That's Zoey. Nayaba left.
harassment you're all doing to her. Did you tell Kim you asked your mom for $100? It stops now, Robert. Your mom doesn't deserve this. Your mom does not deserve this.
Well, I know you asked her for $100 because you asked me for.
Yeah, the son asked his mom for $100. She went to go and put the screenshot on her page, trying to defend herself against her son. When we tell you about the children, you did not come out to defend. Yeah, this man.
$100 too, because she told you to. You were just trying to help the poor.
Exactly. Donations to a good cause.
Yeah.
She claims that she's such a wonderful person.
And she loves to donate.
Right.
And give back.
You know, there's a lot of less fortunate children out there that really could use, you know, a better situation. And, you know, donations are the way to do that. I make donations on a regular basis to different organizations.
Okay, his son make donation on the regular basis.
It's the right thing to do.
Exactly.
When she says that she's collecting money to do food baskets for Thanksgiving and Christmas, do you know, does she collect food stamps?
When I was a kid, I know for a fact she used to while she was married, and her husband was a truck driver, which was a total sham.
I'm just wondering if she collects them now, and then she gets donations for other people, and then just purchases it. I mean, it's just me, you know, saying, "Oh, this scenario could be possible." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. She always comes up with something. She come up with, you know, GoFundMe's and Amazon and this and that and that. And it's like just waiting around. What's the next fundraiser? What's the next thing she's going to pop up with? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's just something I guess she's done her whole life.
Yep.
Wow. Well, I appreciate you coming on here, and you gave me some good laughs tonight, that's for sure. But if you think of anything else, just text me. I mean, I can always just put your text.
You are the MVP, Mama. You the MVP right now. You are the MVP.
This is out there, you know. I'm going to upload the ones that of you texting with her, asking her for $100 donation, though, because that shit's funny. I just love your responses to her. Cracks me up.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions? There's a lot of people in here. There's over 180 people listening to this. Excuse me. I think they were asking questions if you know who the Jeep's name was in. You didn't know. I mean, you pretty much haven't been a part of her life. You stay away from it as much as possible, right? For several years.
I try to avoid her with all costs because it's just a drama fest every time.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know how you put up with it as long as you. How old are you now, Robert?
28.
28. So just last year is when you went to the restaurant with her and she threw all. Where do you think she got the money she was throwing at you?
No, that was like 2 years ago.
So she took you to a restaurant for your birthday and then she started throwing money at you and then she claimed you stole it?
Well, yeah. Okay, you're probably right. It's been about a year and a half. It's been my 27th birthday, I believe. I'll be 29 this year, so yeah.
So she was just throwing money.
On a 27-year birthday, now the guy is going to 29 this year. Wow. So, okay, baby, eh?
Yeah, you know what's weird? Let me think. When's your birthday?
September.
Okay, because right before she went to California, okay, she went the end of September, came back November 6th. She did a live where she had a whole lot of money, a bunch of 20s and stuff. I mean, there was a lot, right?
Yeah.
And she like had it all fanned out, like I guess to try to act like she was rich or something. I don't know. I have that much sitting in my purse at all times.
That woman, very manipulative somebody. Somebody that came to my WhatsApp. Hello, self-love, can you send me your address? I just look at Zoe. I said, this Zoe you wear. Why are you asking for my address? I ignore that. When I see the way she mock people, after helping them, she will later mock them. I said, me, I will not send my address to this Wireo. I will not send my address. That is, she will put me on a captivity, on a cage for a very long time. Because she will be thinking because she have my address, I cannot talk to her. Here is pain. Even if you have my address, you cannot come to my house unwanted. If you tried, I'll call you the police. Yeah. It's Europe. We are not in Nigeria where there is no security.
But she, I shouldn't say purse. I don't even carry a purse in my wallet. But I wonder if that was the money she was throwing at you.
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility. And the whole thing is here she has everybody else buying her tickets and sending. When she was there in California the second time, she had people wiring her money to buy the kids groceries.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Like, why wasn't the dad, the dad did wire her money when she was at the store. And another person wired her money.
Wow.
Offline. Like, it's just weird. It's weird.
It's weird, yeah.
Yep.
Doesn't make any sense.
At all.
I don't know.
No, it don't. And like I said, I think there's just a lot of people out there that don't know the real truth.
Yeah. Well, just do a quick recap in case, because that first video, I don't know if it's gone forever because it just all of a sudden went off. I didn't get a chance to hit save. So do a recap, like, remember before we got disconnected from the first one, just like when you were a kid, what she did, just a quick recap on all that.
Pretty much tried to drive me off the Deverlin Mountain. Tried to kill us both in my Pap Saturn. Overdosed me on psychotic medications that she had prescribed to me that I didn't need. And I laid in the ER and they, got me back to non-overdose levels. And, then discontinued the medication. There's, honestly, like I said, there's just so much.
Yeah. How many... Do you know?
In the middle of the night.
Yeah, that beating you up. What would she do? Just wake you up and start beating you up?
It was. Yeah, she just. If it wasn't physical, it was. Just yelling and screaming and fighting.
When they are lying, they say Oyibo people don't beat children. Oyibo people don't beat children. What are you hearing now? His son is confirming it that the mother wake him up in the middle of the night and beat him. Una de hear am? When Koran go shot for children. They don't do that. They don't do that in America. I don't be America Zoe day.
And arguing and everything else. I'd have enough of it.
Yeah.
It was a reoccurring battle all the time. Another thing that I honestly totally slipped my mind, I had chemical burns when I was 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
I had already moved out, and she was trying to be a mother, and it was a total epic failure. I had gotten chemical burns, and it was nobody's fault but my own. I was using some spray foam insulation. It dried on my hands. I tried using 10 different chemicals to clean it off, and never washed my hands in between each chemical, and ended up getting real severe chemical burns. I had second-degree chemical burns from fingertip to elbow on both hands.
Oh my God.
Hey, sleep, sleep, they worry me.
Went to
Sleep, they worry me, fan, they blow me. I'm feeling dizzy. Although still be listening, guys. I want the video to finish. Oh my God, it's still remaining about 10-15 minutes.
oh, she took me
I don't want to be interrupting it so that you guys will understand it better.
into the wound clinic at the hospital, Lewistown Hospital. She didn't take me to the ER that night that I got them.
What?
A buddy of mine actually took me. So a buddy of mine took me to the hospital. They told me to go do dishes.
Mm-hmm.
And the Dawn dish soap would help get the shit off my hands. It did not. So she took me to the wound clinic the next day. The doctor came in and went straight out to the nurse's station and scheduled me for an emergency surgery. They take me to the OR prep area, and my mother was there for the prep. I go into surgery. I come out of surgery. I wake up, and a friend of mine who was a paramedic was there. My mother was gone when I woke up from the OR.
She left you there?
Yep, she left. They cut 3 layers of skin off of both of my arms, hands and arms, fingertip to elbow on both sides, both extremities, left and right. She had left. A buddy of mine who was a paramedic was there. He took me to a friend of mine's house, and I stayed at a friend of mine's house for weeks.
She never even looked for you?
And then he would come over once a day, change my bandages, literally bathe me because I couldn't do it myself. He would change all my bandages. I would stand in the shower with my hands up above my head, and he would bathe me because I couldn't. And he'd make sure that he picked up my pain pills and everything for me and all that. She was nowhere to be had.
Jesus Lord. Wow. Well, didn't you, Carrie told me, and some of the stuff Carrie told me, a little bit of it was wrong, because I was told she tried to drive off a bridge with it, but now you're telling me it was actually a mountain, and your grandpa pulled you out of, she did have it right that you said you remembered it clearly because your grandpa pulled you out of the car by your hair, and you remembered how much it hurt.
Yep.
Did she... Carrie pretty much raised you, right, and your grandparents?
Yes.
All right, because that's why you guys are so close. I know you guys fight sometimes, but we all fight with our parents.
Oh yeah.
But what was I was going somewhere with this. She told me a story. Sorry, I had an Alzheimer moment there. She told me something about when you were in high school or something that she just up and left.
Guys, I'm dozing off. We will sing tomorrow, guys. See you all tomorrow, or we should continue playing it. I hope you don't mind if I'm playing it and I am not talking. I'm on the background, guys. I wanted to sleep, but let's play it.
And you had to move in with a high school friend and his mother?
Yeah.
What happened there?
That was actually...
You see that the son is avoiding his mother. His son have to move in with his old school friend mother. That is Zoe's son, guys.
The final straw. So when I got burned is when I moved in with my high school friend and his parents.
Oh, okay.
Please support my YouTube, guys. Support my YouTube. May una still dey buy me super chats. Even if it's €1, guys, nothing is too small. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big. When you still buy super chat like this, it make us to have that energy to talk. Please, guys. And thanks to those who have been supporting me. Mommy Typical, God bless you. Annie Popular, those are the people I've always seen that always super chat me. God will bless you.
She was up and gone, and that's
And
kind of how I ended up there.
And when you are reacting to the comment section, it's very nice too. You keep us busy when we are reading the comments. It's very good to write comments when you are watching someone video. React to the video. If not, sleep will just take you.
And then she would like kind of try every once in a while to, befriend me.
Yeah.
To the point where my pickup that, I had said before that she had bought me for my 16th birthday.
And then it got repoed?
That I pretty much had to, the one that got repoed that I had to pretty much pay off. She called the school resource officer and had him take my keys one day. She didn't want me driving that truck. So I was in Votech.
Mm-hmm.
My friend and his parents lived right behind the Votech school in Lewistown. I was going home for lunch one day, and I walked from the Votech school back to their place to have lunch. And then I had every intention of walking back. She chased me down the back road, called the cops on me, and said that I was trying to commit suicide walking in the middle of the road. Now, mind you, this road that they lived on, it was just some tiny little road. There was no freaking sidewalks at all because it was a backcountry road.
Yeah.
No sidewalks on a backcountry road. I was walking on the shoulder of the road, and I walked in, started making lunch, and I heard my name come across the police scanner that she called in that I was trying to kill myself. Called into the 911 center, told them where I was, what I was doing, what my intentions were. Said I'm at the house making lunch, and as soon as I'm done eating lunch, I'm walking right back to school.
Wow.
School resource officer showed up, picked me up, made his ride-along, hop in the back seat of the police car, put me in the passenger seat, and gave me a ride back to school after I finished my lunch.
Okay.
He knew there was nothing going on.
Yeah.
But she tried to file a false police report saying I was trying to kill myself. And she asked me about it. I said, dude, I was hungry. It's lunchtime. I walked home. I said, there's like 5 cars a day that go down this road. If I was trying to kill myself, I'd have walked up to the bank.
I don't lie, Robert. Don't say that word on here. She's done the same thing to her boyfriend, though. She's said...
Oh my God, the battery 1 week.
The first time? Yeah. She lied about that.
It's even better without speakers.
Ringer. Oh, absolutely. And she still continues to harass.
Thank you for joining.
So bizarre. Right. Like, last night it was to the point where I texted I kept getting text message after text message after text message. And I finally had said, you had texted me first. And I'm going to bed. I have to get up early in the morning.
Please thumbs up the video. Thumbs up as you join it, guys.
Yeah, I have the messages. You call the state police to get her to stop texting me. Yeah, you sent me those messages. And she still continued. Yep. And she's still doing it today. But she uses different auto-generated numbers from the internet. That's what's so weird. Yeah. Wow. Is that Bill's actual phone number that you screenshot? Yes. The screenshot you sent me? And then he's afraid to talk to you when she's around because she'll pick the phone up and answer it. Right. Well, she's probably going to change his phone number at this point tomorrow because, she does leave the house and go get her tea every day. What's she going to do when somebody calls him up when she's on the road and he ain't around her? Right, exactly. I don't think that he's fully aware of what she's doing. Do you?
I don't either.
Because he told you, like, all the lies, and then he told Pam that called him at his work all the lies, and then boom, the next day he quits his job. I mean, she really got a hold on him, you know?
Right.
And it just proves to me she has to have so much evidence on Justin. And the simple fact that she records conversations with you, she's probably recorded every conversation with anybody she's ever spoke to. People should not trust this woman. Plain and simple. Yeah. It's crazy. Unreal. So she tried to drive off a mountain with you guys. She cheated on her second husband and went up to Maryland, and then got in a fight with that guy and said she was going to kapie herself, unalive herself, and she ran herself into a guardrail, and that's why she's actually on a pain pump. It wasn't just a freak accident. And you went there. Tell me the story that you went there. You told me about. You went out to the wreck. Because you sent me pictures of the wreck.
Yeah, she called and said that she didn't get to come pick her up and all this because they were in a fight, So me and a friend went down, and we were all but there, and he had called and said that, there was an accident. She tried to by herself. And so we went there, and I've discovered a lot, and we had some words in the back of the ambulance. The paramedics couldn't believe what I had told her, and they didn't even throw me out of the ambulance because they knew that I was right.
Right.
And the cops didn't do anything about it either whenever her and I had our words because
she made a story up. Yeah, and she made a story up to them trying to say she fell asleep, but they knew better by...
Right.
They can tell by an accident scene,
Well, that's just it. They do reconstruction for a reason.
Right. Jeez. Do you think the fact that she knows Cora's address and that she sent her the butt plug, I told you about that, because we have evidence of that. She got the screenshot from FedEx, and then she sent it to people, and they sent it to me. Do you think, because she has called, there's text messages of this, so I'm not making this up, but I'll just say allegedly, she called Home Depot and claimed that she was stealing from Home Depot. She called a belly dancing gig that Cora had and caused a big scene there, which ruined her having a position there. She has called the little girl's school. The things she has done. Do you think that Cora's in danger, that she should worry about this woman knowing her address? Because I'll tell you, just a couple months ago, she went to London and she was attacked. I don't know if you heard about that, but she went to walk out of her Airbnb, and when you go to walk out a door and somebody goes to walk in and you're like, oh, it startles you and you say, I'm sorry. She was on live, and that's exactly what happened. Next thing you know, her phone's on the ground. She's struggling, begging this woman for her life. The woman has a knife in her hand, and she threw a form of acid. It's a facial cleaner, okay? If it gets in your eyes, it can really fuck your eyes up. It can make you blind, okay? But they're all saying, it wasn't acid, it wasn't acid. It is a form of acid. It's a facial cleaner. And threw that in her face, and then she struggled, and everybody was on live, basically looking at a blank screen, listening to her, begging this woman, you don't want to kill me, you don't want to, unalive me, blah, 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 blah. And so there's an investigation going on in London, and there's so many theories that could come about that, but I just wonder, do you think she should be concerned with the fact that, you know what your mother's capable of, you know what I mean?
Given
let's say if she ended up going to California again and being around him, okay, the ex-husband.
The best way that I could honestly word any of this in a very nice manner is, I think anybody that has any dealings with her really needs to just watch their back, watch themselves, and just never try to be caught off guard by anything, anybody, all of it. I think anybody that has any dealings with her needs to be
You know that she's been trying for a year to get my address. She's run numerous backgrounds on every Kim Baker she can find. People think I live in Modesto, California. They think I live in PA. You know, all these different addresses. Numerous reports. There was one even saying, trying to think of what state it was. I think it was Utah. That I was convicted of a misdemeanor and served 999 years. Which is, I mean, I don't even know somebody that.
All right, guys, good night. I'm very tired. Wallahi. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night, guys.